On the next slide, we have a flash insert, and this is an interactive timeline, and it's very easy to edit. Let me first show you what it does here. It's very simple. You click on the circle here, the dot, and it brings up a caption. And you can read through that yourself, and you can see, you can scroll down again. It tells you about the event, major event here, happened in 1607, and by 1624, Jamestown becomes a royal colony. That's a major event in the life of the colonies, all the way up to 1732. James Oglethorpe founds the 13th of the original colonies, the Georgia colony, named after King George II. And then it continues on down here. Now, say you want to change this and you can't remember exactly what to do. Just come up here and you can hit the help button on these. It says create your own timeline and press edit to begin. Use the drop down menu and it kind of goes through there about what to do. Okay, so we come up here and hit the edit button. Say, since this is a template, the password is obviously not set, but if you were a teacher and wanted to set a password, you could, and that would protect it from other people changing. You can change the number of dates you have here on the timeline. You can also come over here and change the date of the event, and say we wanted to change that to 1632, and maybe instead of talking about John Smith and the London Company, we want to say Dr. Del Hell founded New Guinea Pig Land. But this did not become a colony because ... You can fill in the blanks with whatever you want there. And then we click OK. And now look at this. Now we have a nice 1632 date, which is obviously out of order. But look at this. Dr. Hell found a New Guinea Pig Land. But this did not become a state because this is a ridiculous insert. But it's just to serve the example of what you can do and how easy this program is to use it. Let's move on down to the next slide. Here is another flash insert. And this one is an interactive quiz, and this one's pretty interesting. I've discovered it's much easier to use this quiz with a pen that you can simply just tap on here, and what it'll do is it'll give up a fact. It'll say something like Georgia, and you have to click on the part of the colonies here that it correlates to. With the pointer here, or select tool, it's not as easy, but we'll demonstrate here. So Penn, Pennsylvania, and see it's not quite on target there, and it disappears on top of that, and it's really just meant to use with the pen. I'm trying to do it here with the select tool, and it's just not as easy. As you can see also, if you're not right on target, it doesn't give you credit. See, I missed that one just by a centimeter, but you can see, and then it only gives you a minute. It's kind of a speed trial to get your students thinking and thinking fast, and then you can reset it. You can also edit it. Again, you can password protect, and you can see here the dots that the students are supposed to hit, and score by distance. You can do a score by region or no scoring. At the very end, it'll give you a completed score. Here you can do a custom map, which has been done, or you can do different Venn diagrams, grids. It's very easy to use. You can do it with or without a timer, change labels, you can move all these around, you can add stuff. It's very easy to use. You can also do it in color. This particular one's not done in color, so it's easier to kind of see the boundaries of the original colonies. There's also sound you can have on or off. You know, and again, you can probably add in real photographs here and do something similar with this as well. But again, this is just a template to help get you started in a class, and this is a very good template for a class. And let's move on to the next slide here. And again, here's another great interactive map. This one, of course, you can change these, you can edit these to be other items if you want to. These particular ones at the moment are locked, but you can delete these items and then come back in here and add new ones. But this is a great one for example, where was there a heavy African population? You come up here and it's supposed to be able to, oh, I'm sorry. You click on the A, and we can drop it down in here like this, and we know that some of the very first African Americans, even before slavery, landed here in Jamestown, and they came in as indentured servants and ended up living as freed, what they referred to as freed blacks during that period. We also had the English, of course, settle here. A lot of Scots and Scotch-Irish made it up to the Appalachia region. And of course you had your different people groups throughout, and then of course your religions. We had some Quakers here in Pennsylvania, a lot of Protestants in Virginia, where your Catholics were up north. Of course you had some Anglicans in various parts of this region. And here we have our natural resources. Assuming this one's referring to tobacco, it looks like a cigarette, I'm not quite sure. We know that's very big down in North Carolina. In addition, cedars and trees there, lumber. Hogs were really big where I grew up. A lot of families with hog farms. Of course, your shipyards were big in Virginia and up here in the Hudson region and different bays up north. A lot of fishing up in this region off the coast of Canada. And you can see how easy this is for students to come in here and really fill this in well. Very easy to use. Again, you can add icons in here for students to use. You can take them in or out with various clip arts above, as you can see. Drop them in or out, choose from. And I won't waste our time going through all of those, but you'll be able to explore these on your own and really see what they're capable of. Let's get back down to our slide here. And again, if anybody makes a mistake and says, oh no, you know, maybe there's not a shipyard up in New England, there's not a shipyard in Virginia, you can just draw all those back in and start over again, just like that.